Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. This is my new waffle maker. My old waffle maker died. Midway through making a waffle, it just died. So I've got a new one. And that means I get the chance to try out this. This is my new waffle mix from Protein World. I have been making Protein World slender waffles for a long time, but I've always used the pancake mix. They do a slender pancake mix. And I just adapted it and made waffles out of it. And then they sent me some actual waffle mix. So what better chance to try out my new waffle maker than to make Protein World waffles. To make the waffles, you need to add 50 grams of the powder to a dish with 100 milliliter of either water or almond milk. I used water, but I didn't read the instructions properly, so I started with 50 mils and wondered why it was so horrendously thick. So having had another squiz at the instructions, I went back and added another 50 mils of water. And then when I whisked it together, I got a much more waffle mixture consistency after that. So the moral of the story is, read the flipping instructions, Carla. I poured that into my new waffle maker. My waffle maker makes 2 waffles. I sprayed the plates with some 0-calorie cooking spray first. Poured my waffle mixture in, closed the lid, left it to do its thing. This waffle maker, you have to turn the thing over. Halfway through, you turn the entire machine over to ensure an even crisp, according to the instruction booklet. So I did that, and while I was waiting for my waffles to cook, I sliced myself up a few strawberries. And here are my beautifully cooked waffles. They're really, really crisp and crunchy. I was pleased with this. I served them with some Sweet Freedom coconut choc shot, as always, and those strawberries that I sliced up earlier. And here's the edifying sight of me ramming far too big a mouthful into my massive gob. Not bad though. The second Protein World product of the day was later on I decided to try this salted caramel protein bar. This contains 21 grams of protein per bar. I was a little bit apprehensive. I have tried several different types of protein bars and I've only ever found one brand that I liked, but this is my first time of trying the Protein World one, and I've got to say I was pleasantly surprised. It was equally as nice as the other brand that I had previously liked. 214 calories for the entire bar, and it was big, it was a large bar. If you had a smaller appetite, i.e. were not a greedy cow like myself, I think you could easily have half and save half for later on. Let's face it, nobody out there is going to be surprised to hear that I ate the entire thing in one sitting, are they? And for the next dish, we are back in the kitchen. It's the first time I'm trying out the Protein World Slender Pizza Base. So for this one, you use 80 grams of the pizza mix, and I think, I thought I remembered that it was 4 yellow scoops of cold water. And yeah, I've just watched this video clip and I've counted myself putting in 3 scoops. So either it was 3 and I've misremembered, or it was 4 and I did it wrong, one or the other. Combine those two. You're supposed to add half a teaspoon of olive oil. I didn't have any olive oil, so I used vegetable oil. It probably did affect the flavour slightly, but how much difference can half a teaspoon of olive oil to vegetable oil really make? Combined them up into a nice little dough and sprinkled my work surface and my rolling pin with a little bit of plain flour. And then I rolled it out, and then I did a little bit of that fancy pizza stretching thing that you see them doing in Italy. I plainly didn't do it with any kind of Italian flair. I just stretched my pizza base out a bit to make it into a decent shape. I then popped it into my air fryer. I put a liner in the air fryer and I popped it into the air fryer to pre-bake for, I think I did 3 minutes. Cleaned up the mess I'd made because I am a messy cook. And then got my toppings ready. And for my pizza I'm having sweet peppers. I cut up some rings of yellow and red sweet pepper. I've got some sliced onion, well, it was already sliced in the fridge, a little bit of red onion that Anthony had left over, so I'm popping some of that in. And then I've got some just plain cooked chicken breast pieces. And unfortunately, I discovered I did not have any mozzarella cheese. I was sure I had mozzarella cheese in the fridge, but I did not. So I'm using reduced fat mature cheese. And if I'm honest, it didn't melt well. It wasn't the best cheese choice. Now, I prefer a barbecue base on my pizza. I don't mind a tomato one, but certainly I like a barbecue chicken pizza. So I've smothered my base with barbecue sauce, and then these are my pieces of pre-cooked chicken going on, and my little red and yellow peppers and my red onion, and then I used 30 grams of that reduced fat mature cheese on the top. But I put the pizza back into the air fryer before I put the cheese on, so that it would have a fighting chance of staying on the top instead of me losing it all as I tried to put it into the air fryer. And then that went back in and I put it on 200 degrees for, I think it was in for probably 6 or 7 minutes altogether. Excuse my odd sock pile, by the way. The odd socks that sit there on top of the tumble dryer and nobody ever takes them away. So there's my pizza just coming out. I served it with salad leaves, and that's barbecue mayo sauce, which is really good. As I said, that cheese didn't melt well, but the base was nice. The base was crispy. And here we go. For the third time today, you get to see me yamming food into my face. I'm sorry about all the chewing in this video. I realise it's not particularly edifying watching somebody else chew, but again, I was really pleased with the pizza base. It was a really nice balance. Maybe it would have been even nicer with the olive oil, who knows? Thanks for watching this video, and remember you can save 40% off the entire Protein World range using my code PWCarla. Links in the description box. Take care. Bye for now.